Now, another aspect to address with the knee valgus moment is at the foot and ankle. A lot of times what can happen is you'll either see some tibial external rotation, as we showed in the previous video, which is an indicator of, again, lack of dorsiflexion mobility. But in this case, the lack of dorsiflexion mobility could be due to weakness or instability of the hind foot and midfoot, aka those of us with flat feet and no arches. Now, what I like to do to address this is I would oftentimes put a band underneath the first MTP, so the joint of the big toe, right? And what that's gonna do is it's gonna keep the big toe on the ground. And as you squat, we're gonna wanna see him lift his arch up without removing the inner half of the foot, which can then cause instability and then eventual injury, especially under heavier loads. Now, if this does lift up, that's an indicator that he's not using the correct muscle groups and he's trying to overcompensate from the hip and rotate too much instead of using his flexor hallucis longus, his posterior tib, and his peroneus longus. So go ahead and just slowly do a squat for me. Yep. And what you'll notice with this exercise is you're gonna feel the inner half of that foot and inner half of the lower leg really light up as you do more reps. And this is gonna, one, improve the stability, but in addition to the stability, it's gonna improve your motor control, your coordination and sequencing while you're squatting, so that now under heavy load, you won't have to think about it, and you naturally have a nice stable base to drive back up. All right, let's do it under a little bit of load, because that can obviously change things. And I'll be curious from Ben's perspective, do a couple reps and then let me know, just even adding the kettlebell. Did you feel a little more going on in that foot and ankle?
Yeah.
Or is it kind of the same? What would you say?
I would say I feel a little more with the kettlebell.
With the kettlebell, got it. Now for him, it could have been hit or miss because he's a pretty strong guy. I've witnessed him squat, 275, making me feel weak. So thanks for tuning in. See y'all on the next one.